I made my first dollar as a video editor, and honestly, I thought that was going to be my thing. Editing felt creative, it paid real money, and I was decent at it. But after a few months, something started bugging me. I kept noticing that best videos, the ones getting millions of views, they aren't always the best edited. They aren't always the most polished. But they had one thing in common: the packaging, the thumbnail, the title, the first impression. That's what made people click, and that's when it hit me. It doesn't matter how good your content is if nobody clicks on it. You could have the best video on the internet, but if the thumbnail doesn't stop someone mid-scroll, that video is dead. It just sits there. Now I know some people will push back on that. They will say content is king. And sure, content matters. Content is what keeps people watching. Packaging what gets them in the door. If nobody walks through the door, the content doesn't get a chance. So I made a decision. I dropped video editing entirely and went all in on thumbnail design and graphic design. And for the last 2 years, that's exactly what I have been doing. Making thumbnails for creators across every niche you think of. Finance, food, sports, entertainment, you name it. I've had my work generate millions of clicks, and along the way I learned a few things that completely changed how I think about design. So here's everything I wish someone told me before I started. When I first started making thumbnails, I was obsessed with making them look pretty. Clean gradients, perfect cutouts, beautiful vibrant thumbnail. I thought if I can make the most visual stunning thumbnail, I will. But I was wrong. Here's the thing that took me way too long to figure out. Thumbnails are not about design. They're about idea. I mean, the biggest mistake I see beginners make, and I made this exact same mistake, is they think if they learn Photoshop really well and make something that looks polished, that's enough. It's not. The best thumbnail I ever made was not a prettiest one. It was the one with the strongest idea behind it. Think about it like this. A movie poster for a boring movie can look incredible. Beautiful typography, perfect composition, great lighting. But if the movie concept doesn't excite you, you are not buying a ticket. The poster didn't fail because of design, failed because of the idea. Thumbnails work the same way. Start with the idea, not the design. What emotion are you trying to trigger? What question are you planting in the viewer's head? What desire loop are you creating? That's the real art. The design part is just executing the idea visually. Let me break down what actually makes a thumbnail work after 2 years of doing this. First, you need a strong central idea. Second, keep it stupid simple. 3 elements or fewer. If you are squinting to figure out what's happening in a thumbnail, already failed. People are scrolling fast on their phone. You get maybe half a second. 3 bits busy every single time. Third, use real emotion. Not that cringe over the top open mouth face that everybody does. Real, natural expression that shows surprise, curiosity, genuine excitement. Fourth, and this is the one nobody's talking about, create a curiosity gap. Your thumbnail should raise a question that the viewer cannot answer without a click. Show a problem, show a mystery, show something unexpected. The click happens because the viewer's brain needs to close that loop. And fifth, strategy beats aesthetics always. You can have average design skill and make a thumbnail that gets a millions clicks if the idea is strong. You can have incredible design skills and get 0 clicks if there's no idea behind it. I mean, that tells you everything about what this skill really is. It's not an art, it's applied psychology with a visual layer on top. Now let's talk about money, because that's the what most people actually want to know. Can you make a real money doing this? Short answer, definitely. When I started, I charging a very little. I was just happy someone wanted to pay me to make thumbnails, and I took every client could I get, every single one. Didn't matter if they paid less or wanted unlimited revisions on a single thumbnail. I just wanted the work. Here is the math that changed my perspective. You can earn $1,000 a month making thumbnails, but that's actually the low end. The top thumbnail designers, the ones working with big creators or even small high-performing creators, they are making a $10,000 a month or more just from thumbnail. Not from agency, not from running a team of 50 people. Just them doing the work. Now how? Because they are not working with the 20 cheap clients. They are working with 3 to 5 quality clients. They pay well, give good creative briefs, and respect the work. But this is the lesson that took me way too long to learn. Cheap clients in long run will destroy you. I'm not even talking about the money. I'm talking about your time, your energy, your confidence. A client who pays you $10 for a thumbnail and then asks for 8 revision and goes to you on the payment, that client costs you more than they will ever pay you. Now I'm playing the completely different game. I only work with a small number of quality clients. Quality work, quality payment, quality relationship. That's the filter. And my income went up, not down. When I started saying no to better clients, because the time I save, I put into better work for better clients. And better work attracts more good clients. So if you're starting out, yes, take what you can get in the beginning to build your portfolio and learn. And as soon as you have enough work and proof to show, start being selective. Your best business decision is choosing who you work with. Now the big question everyone keeps asking, will AI replace designers? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a valid concern. AI tools are getting insane. You can do anything with AI right now. Things that used to take hours now take seconds. So I get why people are nervous. But here's how I actually think about it. It's not your replacement. Before AI, a thumbnail used to take me about 3 hours. For a finding reference assets, perfect images, testing compositions, color grading, all of it. Now about 1 hour, same quality is sometimes better because AI handles the grunt work, and I focus on that part that AI still can't do. The idea, the strategy, the psychology behind why someone clicks. I mean, think about it. Can AI generate a pretty image? Absolutely. Can AI look at specific creators' audience, understand their content strategy, figure out what emotion will trigger the most clicks for the specific video, and design a thumbnail that tells a visual story in a half a second? Not yet. And honestly, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So if you're choosing to learn thumbnail design right now, you are not walking into a dying field. You are walking into a field where the tools just got 10 times better. Designers who use AI will replace the designers who don't. That's the game. Now let me talk about getting clients. You can be the most talented designer in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, you are making $0. The skill is only half the equation. The other half is distribution. That is how it actually worked for me. YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. That's it. No fancy funnels, no paid ads. I just show up on those platforms and did one thing consistently. I posted my work, I shared my process, and I talked about packaging. Now here is how this works. When a creator is looking for a thumbnail designer, they go on social media, they search, they look at who's posting good work. And if you've been consistently showing your designs, sharing your perspective, and proving that you understand what makes a good thumbnail, you are the obvious choice. But the key word is consistent. You don't master this skill overnight. You don't build a client base in a week. You show up, you post, you improve, you post again. Some weeks nobody cares. Some weeks a post takes off and a creator DMs you. That's how it works, because the people who quit after 2 months are the same people who wonder why they never got clients. So that is how 2 years doing this has taught me. So if you are thinking about getting into thumbnail design, video editing, or graphic design, I think it's one of the best skills you can pick up right now. The demand is real. Every single creator on YouTube needs thumbnails. Most of them are bad at making them, and the ones who are serious about growing will pay good money for someone who actually understands the psychology of a click. But this is the part most will skip. You have to come from a place of providing value, not chasing money. If your only motivation is I want to make money from thumbnails, you will burn out. You will take bad clients, you will cut corners, and eventually you will quit. The designers who last, they care about the craft, they care about helping a creator get more views. They care about understanding why one thumbnail gets 100,000 clicks and another gets 5,000. That option with getting better, that's what separates the people who make it from the people who don't. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.